up, guys? So here is the next one, this beautiful, pretty much brand new G80 M3. It's in this crazy green color. It's got the laser lights, as you guys can see. Carbon front splitter, roof is carbon, and there's some rear end stuff that is. Same thing with the fender vents. M3 competition. So yeah, this green on an orange spec. He's getting a full color change in satin black. So this one's gonna look insane once it's done. Can't wait to see it. You know, satin black is my favorite color. So you got the carbon roof. The one thing I noticed was that, you know, he has the whole car PPF'd. And if I'm being quite honest, I've never done PPF. I'm gonna learn it, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be done this way. So they literally seamed it here for one, which looks ridiculous because you could see, you know, when the car gets dirty and it just like gets dirty onto the seam. So that's why it's not clear there. And you could see the seam anyway. They just seamed it. The quarter panel, you can notice the most because you could see that line right there. That line right there is PPF, where the end of the PPF, same thing on the top. So, yeah, I don't think this is how PPF is supposed to be done. You're not supposed to see those lines. You know, corners, maybe, whatever. Since I'm doing a full wrap, you know, I gotta hide the whole color, but you will still see this line right there. So, you know, it's kind of, look, you could see it everywhere. They took an easy route. You know, I know PPF, I've seen videos on it being done, and I've seen, you know, most shops like tuck it underneath everything. They don't just leave an exposed edge. Although there is a bulking way to do it and there is a pre-cut way to do it. So this might be the pre-cut way, not completely positive. And there might be different prices for those things. So, you know, if the previous owner paid for that, and that's what he got. Because this owner said he bought it like this. So we're just making it sand black. You know, I told him, same thing with the rear end. They literally just seamed it. Didn't take the spoiler off. Didn't even take the badge off, which is insane. I mean, the badge takes like 2 minutes to take off. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of how this one looks. But yeah, with wrap, you know, you gotta make sure all this color disappears. So we got it. The wrap guys got a little bit harder. If I were to do PPF like that, I know the material costs more and the charges are more. So the way you install is completely different. So that would be nice. But we're here to make this car satin black. So this green got to go. But yeah, there you go. G80 up next. And stay tuned for the time lapse. This one's going to be sick. Little update for you guys. This is the extent I'm going to, for the most part, with disassembly on this car. So I don't know if I mentioned the front badge, obviously. You can see they didn't even take that off. They just PPF'd around it, and it's not even straight. Then the fender trim, all 4 door handles, the gas cap, and these lower trims, including the mirror, so you get full coverage without having to, you know, work under the mirror. The door cards are really easy to get off, so some parts there. He's also doing a carbon Vorsteiner front grille. And the only thing I left for now is just the taillights. Those are gonna pop off too. So yeah, same thing on the other side. But after deeper inspection of this PPF, I gotta my honest opinion is that it's done terribly. For someone like me who gets popped these door handles off in about 30 seconds each, to leave the PPF like that instead of just taking it off real quick and doing it, it's kind of crazy for a professional shop. So I don't know. I mean, I could see plenty of mistakes, including around the fender trim. The cut is just terrible. It's like not even like fully in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's good that I started with vinyl wrapping or color changing, because you gotta take things like that off. Just because there's a ton of dirt even behind the trim that if you don't clean deep enough, because you physically can't get a tool in deep enough, some of that dust could creep up. And let's say, you're wrapping and you feed the material in there and you didn't clean deep enough, it's touching the dust at that point and it might lift in the future. For something that takes 2 seconds, including that fender trim, it's just crazy. Why work around that and waste like an extra 10 minutes trying to tuck it around, cut around, tape it off, everything involved with that, then just popping it off. I understand clips break, but clips are cheap. I'm not gonna be, sitting here playing around. Like I gotta finish this thing and do a damn near as perfect as possible job. So, as I normally do. So everything's ready to go. These roof rails are also off. These I took off before I even went to the car wash because there's always leaves and stuff behind there. So it's just better to take that off. But yeah, here's the color in my LED lights. Kind of pops, it's really crazy, but it's getting covered up, satin black, so let's get it. What's up, YouTube? So as you can see, the G80 is done finally. So this thing was a mission, especially with the front bumper. I'll get to it, but overall, you know, ceramic coated, fully wrapped satin black, looks insane. Honestly, you know, even with this amazing camera, it doesn't do it justice, man. This car looks unreal right now. So yeah, I mean, pretty much everything is wrapped up. I put everything back on, the mirrors, the trims, door handles the other day. The spoiler I actually put on before the ceramic coating just so it sticks better. But as you can see, I put the spoiler a little bit forward so that you can't see the PPF line, because as you can see, you could see it in the back. But I think it's better to, I mean, I already did it, it's too late, but I thought it was better to push it forward. So from this view where everybody sees, you can't see the PPF line, which looks really clean. Nobody's gonna be digging right there, you know, to see that line. But yeah, anyway, badges, as you can see, I did my little thing, and I asked him if he wanted it, and he said, yeah, I mean, you just gotta peel it if you don't like it. Just covers the blue and matches the wrap, so that's cool. Rear end looks crazy. As you can see, this bumper was pretty simple. It was honestly easier than the M340 bumper, which I remember doing. That one was white, so it was even worse, but this bumper is kind of more simple. It just has that one reflector, and that's it. M3 competition badge, as you can see, you know, it actually works out for me pretty good because I know exactly where to put it with that PPF line. But yeah, other than that, you know, don't really want to touch it right now since it's still, the ceramic is curing, but you know, you can't, it's tucked all the way under that rubber seal. Door handles as usual, beautiful. And actually what I wanted to show is that PPF, that nasty PPF line. Like, look, there's nothing you could do about that, but the black kind of hides it, I guess. Well, that's his Instagram if you want to follow him. Other than that, yeah, everything came out good. Ceramic coating is done. It's gonna help with like UV rays and stuff like that, to keep the color, the finish that it is, and not fade as quickly. It helps with swirl marks and scratching and staining when you're washing it. It helps a lot. So here's the front end. As you can see, he's got laser lights, which is really dope. This bumper was completely taken off. I threw in pictures, I think, or I will. Completely taken off because in this area, you can't, you know, it's really hard to like work around these grills. But either way, he brought me these grills. They're like the CSL style grill, in carbon. He's still gonna bring me the badge to put right there. But yeah, fully installed, brand new grill. So, you know, in the process, you know, I think any car, even if someone didn't want to change this grill out, I would take this bumper off and wrap it that way again, because it's just way easier to work around that round grill area. This camera, believe it or not, is tucked in all the way. You know, the grill piece is flush, it's clipped in, and that's how the camera sits. So from what I see inside on the screen, it looks like it works, and it doesn't, you know, get blocked by anything. So whatever, it just looks weird from the front. And then to top it, you know, this bumper was insane. I always say, if you could wrap a BMW bumper like a F80 or a G80, if you could wrap these bumpers, you could wrap any car. They're just insane. So this piece starting from here all the way down, and same thing on the other side, is one piece. It's cut. I put a, you know, the seam is like right there at the bottom of the grill where that body line is. And then there was also an inlay here on this side, on this side of the vent. Same thing on the other side. And then the final full piece was just, you know, seamed down into there. It's all one piece with the big piece here. And then matched up, you know, seamed on that body line to cover that up. So these are very intense bumpers. No Joe Schmo is gonna do this shit. So yeah. And what you could see is this green piece. Thing is, he has the M Performance lip, which is over there. From factory, they caulk it over here and everything. And so since I had the bumper off, I removed it as well. And he has a brand new lip, which is like a Vorsteiner lip. So it's gonna cover that. This you would never see if I was just wrapping the car without removing the bumper, because a plastic piece is supposed to be here anyway. So left it off because he's gonna go put the lip on today, he said, I think, at a shop. So yeah, I'm not gonna put the old lip on just for now. You know, he'll send me pictures or whatever. But yeah, that's the case with that. So don't mind that. But then I wanted to show some nice, and by nice I'm being sarcastic, PPF lines. So you can see, like, they just seamed it wherever they wanted to. There's like a gap right there for no reason. Yeah, the PPF on the front bumper, I had to trim a lot of it because it was peeling in a lot of places. So, you know, that's not even part of my job. But because I'm wrapping the car, I'm not gonna wrap over the peeling PPF, because if I wrap over the peeling PPF, the wrap's just gonna peel. So it doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. Car's finally done, and it looks amazing. Like I said, in person, this thing with my eyes just looks absolutely insane. On the street, it's gonna get insane looks. Yeah, there's one last shot for you guys from the rear end. He definitely needs some spacers in the front. As you can see, that gap is, that wheel gap is kind of crazy. But yeah, this thing's ready to be driven. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. G80 M3, brand new. So now it's satin black with the Kalami orange interior, which looks kind of like it's Halloween-y, but whatever, man. There you go.